Is it okay to judge? Today, we're going to start studying chapter 2 in the book of Romans. Remember that the book of Romans, it's really a letter that the Apostle Paul wrote and sent to the Christians at Rome. This letter, it is so long with so much worthy information for us to learn. Romans chapter 2 is about God's judgment, and God's judgment is right. The law had been given to the Jewish people. The Gentiles, those people a long time ago, they did not have God's law. Chapter 2 is also about the Jewish people being prideful. Oh, look at me, I'm so holy. That was a very common sin, and they judged others. I want to encourage you to read chapter 2 if you've not already read it. You can pause and read through it, and that will help you to be familiar what it says any time that we are studying verse by verse. In the last devotion that we had last week, we ended chapter 1, and now we're going to look at that last verse again. Though they know God's righteous decree that those who practice such things deserve to die, they not only do them, but give approval to those who practice them. Now, the next verse that we'll look at today is in chapter 2, beginning with the word therefore. Therefore, you have no excuse, O man, every one of you who judges, for in passing judgment on another you condemn yourself, because you, the judge, practice the very same things. Every time that we read the word therefore, we know that the statement, it's connected to the previous statement. What he's saying, starting in chapter 2, the apostle is writing about the same subject, but we're going to see that he's saying something new. All of us who look down on other people's sins, we are judging them. We're also judging ourselves. Is that true? Yes. We're doing the same thing they're doing. We're looking down at their sin. We're sinning too. For example, we look at other people as prideful. We look at it and we say, look, they're being prideful. Why are we doing that? Well, suppose maybe we're jealous. Or maybe we're looking at them because we want us to look better. We're prideful. Same as them. When God looks at us, He sees sin. What does God do? We know that the judgment of God rightly falls on those who practice such things. God judges all of us. His judgment is right. God is the only one who is holy. He is without sin. We do have sin. When we look at others, being aware of their sin does not mean that we are in a position to judge them. Of course, we should recognize sin. Yes. And others should recognize sin in us. And we should openly be truthful about this. Then what do? We encourage each other to have faith in God, growing in Jesus Christ our Lord, not looking down on one another. No, that just makes our situations worse. I've noticed that there are some people, individuals, that they say, I'm humble, I'm humble. Well, they don't recognize that they are being prideful about their humility. When we read in the Bible, we read about people who are humble. Why are they humble? Well, it's because they realize they've sinned against God. They're humbled by it. Yes. If a person is saying, I'm humble, he's trying to get other people to look at him and see him as humble. And that makes him become prideful. So a person who's saying, I'm humble, really it's no good. It's futile words. Corn deal.